Hi YouTube. This will be my second video on Things, A Song of Ice and Fire, the book series, and Game of Thrones. I did one a few months back, and this will be my second one. I don't often upload videos because I have to think long and hard if what I'm about to say matters to me. I have uploaded a couple of videos that don't really matter to me, and I'm not going to take them down because people have already watched them, and I want to add up my total view count for my channel. Anyway, I digress. This video will be about Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire, the book series, and the TV series. It'll be about both. Now, Season 4 recently finished airing, and Season 5 will be airing next spring. And I've read the books. I've read all 5 books. By the way, spoiler alert. This is going to talk about stuff that happened in the books, and so I'm like telling you stuff that's going to happen in Season 5. So for those who only watch the television series, do not watch my video. Okay? I've given you your fair warning. Now, I tried to discuss this on an internet forum, the official internet forum for A Song of Ice and Fire. I won't post a link, because maybe the moderators at that forum will disapprove of it. But I tried to discuss this in the forum there, but the moderators wouldn't allow it, so I'm going to discuss it here. It's about Book 3, which is A Storm of Swords. Is a Book 3 material in Season 5. Events that took place in Book 3, but will spill over into Season 5. The truth is, they could have easily filled it all up in Season 4 this time, but for some reason they had to drag out some plot lines really long. And in the end, they couldn't air some important scenes events that took place in Book 3. But it just goes to show, it just shows you how gigantic Book 3 is. Season 1 was about the events that took place in Book 1. Season 2 of Game of Thrones, by the way, was events that took place in Book 2 and a few tidbits of Book 3. Season 3 was about the first half of Book 3, and Season 4 was about the second half of Book 3. So, it's kind of confusing, but there's still more stuff from Book 3 that the TV series has not aired. Now, Season 5 will focus mainly on the events of Books 4 and 5. But, like I said, this shows how big that book is, till they'll need another season to finish all the events of Book 3. So what are those events that took place in Book 3, which is A Storm of Swords, that will take place in Game of Thrones Season 5, which will mostly focus on Books 4 and 5, but have a little tiny bit of Book 3 in as well. Well, there are 3. events. Three things that took place in book 3 that will take place in season 5, or might. They might have cut it. They might have removed those things, those events. We have yet to see. The first one is, if you book readers will know this one, Lady Stoneheart, and it's Catelyn Stark brought back to life by a red priest of the religion of R'hllor. I have a hard time saying these things because I don't know. Because it's fiction and I'm living in the real world. Anyway. A lot of sources I have on the internet say that that Lady Stoneheart, that scary undead lady, has been cut. Will not be featured in season 5. Now I'm 99% sure that they will not feature her. The reason I cannot say 100% is because I'm not hearing all the official sources confirming it. I've heard some official sources say, that's right, we are cutting it out, but other official sources saying, not just being silent on the issue. So that's why I say 99%. The producers of the show are silent on that speculation. The second thing that they removed was the character Balon Greyjoy, King of the Iron Islands, has not died yet. And you know the leeches from season 3, their prophecy, that those three will meet their end very soon. That hasn't been fulfilled yet. There was Robb Stark, there was Joffrey, and then there's Balon Greyjoy. In the books, he dies in book 3 by falling off a bridge linking some of the Iron Islands under very suspicious circumstances. There are people who say he was assassinated, and it looked like an accident. That event should have aired. It should have happened by now. I have no idea why they omitted that from season 4. Very strange. But that event should happen in episode 1 or episode 2, early on in season 5. If it happens at all, because I'm hearing a lot of stuff on the internet. I'm reading a lot of stuff on the internet that they're mostly going to focus on the region of Dorne in Westeros, and there's less emphasis on the Iron Islands. In Game of Thrones, and the books are called A Song of Ice and Fire. You have to differentiate between the two. You might have guessed I'm not a number one fan of the books or the TV series. I'm not the biggest fan around, but I'm still a fan nonetheless. So I have no idea why they omitted that from season 4 and are putting it in season 5. The third and final one is, now this is an important one, and they have to feature it in season 5. Otherwise, I don't see how they're going to explain this one away. Is the character Jon Snow becoming Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. There's an election of a new leader in book 3, and there are several rounds. The rules of the new leader being chosen, they have to be chosen by a 2/3 majority, I believe. And so there were like several candidates eliminated over time. And it seemed like this one character, what was it? Janos Slint? I hope I got that character right. I hope I'm not mixing him up with someone else. Was going to win and was going to become the new leader of the Night's Watch. But then, with some political maneuvering on the part of one of my favorite characters, Sam, Jon Snow becomes Lord Commander of the Night's Watch as a compromise candidate when two other candidates for Lord Commander stepped aside, and they both endorsed Jon Snow to be the new leader of the Night's Watch. So, yeah, it's kind of complicated. That one, though, the election of the new leader of the Night's Watch could be a few episodes. Could fill up a few episodes, and because in Book 5, with the exception of what happens near the end of Book 5, Jon Snow doesn't really do a lot in Books 4 and 5. He doesn't really do much except for management as leader of the Night's Watch, except for trying to prepare for the invasion of the White Walkers / others. He doesn't do much. So this could be good filler for Season 5. The election of Jon Snow as the new Lord Commander. That one could last a few episodes. All the way from episode 1 to maybe episode 4. That's just my guess. Okay, but I'd like to hear what other YouTubers and other fans of the TV series and the books think. I would love to know. How soon, the question is this: how soon will they resolve events from Book 3 in Season 5 of Game of Thrones? Book 3 of A Song of Ice and Fire. How soon will they resolve Book 3? How long can they drag out Book 3 content? They already are getting into Book 4 and 5 content in Season 4, and they're going to continue doing, and they're going to do a lot of it in Season 5, almost all of it. But how long can they drag out A Storm of Swords? That's the question for you guys. This is William signing off. I hope you made it to the end of this video, because some people think I'm boring.